Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we are talking about makeup that I have put aside to either pass on to a friend or family member or to just get rid of in general. It's not because these products are necessarily bad. Some of them are bad, but some of them I'm just not using and I will probably never use, so I don't want them to sit here and go to waste until they are actually bad. All right, so the first is the Pure Cosmetics Masquerade palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm recently. Honestly, the only color I would use in here is this blush color, and that's not enough for me to keep it in like waste space. So I'd be very happy to pass this on. If you see me like going like this and looking like a psycho, it's because I'm waiting for my mailman to come because he has my brand new Viseart Volume 2 like shimmery magical palette. Any minute now. All right, and the next thing is something I talked about in some video. I basically got it because it says Spice Up Your Life. It's the Essence Spice Up Your Life eyeshadow palette. It's a nice palette. It's just not as pigmented as I was hoping it was going to be. Like this pink is gorgeous. And again, I mean, finger swatches. Ugh, it's very pretty. There were two colors that were good and then the rest just weren't. I just don't reach for it. It's just not as pigmented as I was hoping it was gonna be. Yes, it's very inexpensive, but you know, a girl can dream. All right, the next is by Frankie Rose. And this is a very nice blush palette. Again, I got this in a BoxyCharm a while back, but it's just a little too purpley undertoned for me, like just doesn't suit my skin tone, so I'm going to pass this on. Mailman's here! I'm going to pass this on to somebody who will hopefully have better luck with it than I did. All right, the next is by BH Cosmetics. This, people love this. This is the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I have mine in 104. It's just a little too yellow for me. Like the undertone is just too yellow, just didn't look right again with my skin tone. I don't know, it was just okay. I'm just passing it on. All right, the next is from Colourpop, and this is one of their highlighters. I think it was one of, like, from a certain collection. It's pretty, but it has a pink undertone, and I just don't roll with the pink undertones. I just think it looks strange. This is just not for me. This is adorable. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's so cute, and I do actually like it, but because it's just such a weird packaging, it's just awkward. It's beautiful. Everything in it is nice. I just don't reach for it. It's this cute little egg. It has two highlighters and then eyeshadows up here. Super cute. I feel like it was an Easter thing. But again, I just don't reach for it. The next, I feel like I got this in a FabFitFun box maybe? Or some box I got this in. I wouldn't have bought this myself. This is the Laritzi Cosmetics Halo Stick Highlighter. This is very waxy. Like I was hoping it would be a little more like on the creamy side. But yeah, it just has this weird consistency, like kind of a little waxy. I'm just not down with it. All right, the next is this Jacob and Eli Candy Peaches Matte and Shimmer Shadow Palette. I got this from Amazon. I used this in an Amazon makeup video that I did a while back. It's a pretty palette. Again, it's just not as pigmented as I was hoping it was gonna be. It had great reviews. But you know what? This is the thing. A lot of people think like, oh, you give everything a negative review. But I mean, if you understood the amount of makeup that I have and that I've tried, my expectations might be like a little ridiculous, but so what? They're my expectations, and if something doesn't live up to my expectations, that's okay. We're all entitled to our own feelings about things. All right, the next is the Nude Rose Sculpt and Glow palette. I got this recently, and it's nice, but the tones are just a little too light for me. Like they just didn't show up enough on me. So again, I'm just gonna pass it on. It's a nice palette though. Ugh. The next is this Colourpop No Filter Foundation in number 45. I did not like this formula. This was actually one of the worst foundations I tried this year. I tried about 4 or 5 different shades. None of them matched, which isn't Colourpop's fault, but I just didn't like the formula in general, so I'm passing this on to somebody who might like it more than I did. The next is from L'Oreal. This is the True Match Lumi Glow Amore in Daybreak. Again, just a little too pinky for my taste. It looked slightly different online, so had I known it was more like pinky silver, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. The next is the Liquid Catsuit Metallic Matte Lipstick. This is in the color Siren's Jewel. This was not opaque enough for me. It just looked kind of streaky. I don't know, you probably really can't tell, but on the lips, it just was not flattering. So, next is from NYX. This is the No Filter Finishing Powder, which I love this formula. Like this is a great powder, but it's a shade too dark for me. I've gotten a lighter one since, so I'm gonna pass this on to somebody who might match better. And the next is this matte lipstick. I got it in a recent Allure unboxing, I think. This is in color Lustring. It's sheer. I'll never use it. It's a pretty color though. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing on my lips, just a little more pink. I'm gonna pass this on hopefully to somebody who'll get, I think my mom will actually like this. The next two are again from Makeup Revolution. These are the, what are these called? I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they're like Colourpop shadows basically. Actually, I might actually keep this gold one because this is one I might actually end up reaching for. So I'm gonna put this in my to use drawer, and this kind of rose gold one I'm gonna pass on. The next is a bronzer by Model Co. a little too warm, and it has like a tiny dusting of glitter, not shimmer or like satin finish, like glitter. You can't really see it when you put on, but I just don't reach for it. There's just tons I like better. All right, the next is again from Wet n Wild. This is their Mermaid highlighting bar in, I don't know. But it's very pretty. It's like a goldy, I can't even describe this. It's beautiful. It really is. You know what? It's almost goldish gray, if that makes sense. So hopefully I can find somebody who wants to try it who doesn't mind the gray undertone. All right, the next are from Laura Geller, and it's her two like popular baked gelato swirl illuminators. One is Gilded Honey, one is Caramel. They're basically the same exact shade. Very pretty, but again, just doesn't suit my skin tone. This is very pretty. This is from Profusion. This is like their older packaging. These are just tons of gold shades, and they're all metallic. Super metallic, super pretty, smooth. But again, I just don't reach for it. It's just taking up room. And I have a bunch of other metallic shades that I reach for over this. So we have this Cella eyebrow pencil in the color Tantalizing Taupe. I got this in a box too. I've never used it, and I will probably never use it. So I'm just passing it on. The next two things are from Algenist. These are the Reveal Concentrated Luminizing Drops. We have Rose and Champagne. Very pretty, like subtle highlights. You can add them into your foundations. I just never use them. The next is from Tempt You, and this is the Shimmering Bronzer. It's like a liquid bronzer. I actually did like this to add in with my like foundations that were too light, but I've just found something I like more recently, so. All right, and the last two things are a Freedom, which is actually one of the like sister brands from Makeup Revolution. This is the Volume Mascara, which I've never used, and I probably won't, and the Miss Rose Shimmer Highlighter. I'm pretty sure I got this from Wish. It's actually a gorgeous highlighter. It reminds me of the JCat Beauty, one of their highlighters, like almost to a T, but it's just a little too gold for me. Even the formula is really nice. Like if this was a color that suited my skin tone more, I would totally use it. All right, and that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you check the box below for any information that you might want to know about like the 2 giveaways I have going on. If you're watching this in 2018, if it's no longer 2018, then the giveaways are over, but stay tuned and subscribe because I always have giveaways going on here. And I also have what I'm wearing on my face listed in the box below in case you want to know. All right, so that was it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.